Hi, my name is Lisa Dublin, and I have a question for you. What does it take for you to succeed in life? Is it just talent? And, my answer to that question is that it actually takes more than talent to achieve success. It takes a whole lot of tenacity. Tenacity means perseverance, it means holding on, not giving up. And I've kind of broken down exactly what that means in the context of having talent and being frustrated that nothing is happening. We are going to examine that this morning. Welcome wherever you're watching me from. My name is Lisa Dublin, as I said. And if you're watching me on Instagram, welcome. On YouTube, the Basement Chronicles channel, or on Watch Radio Basement YouTube channel, welcome. LinkedIn family, thank you for being here, as well as on Facebook with the Watch Radio family. So I'm no longer on Facebook. So you need to go follow me in all the places, Instagram, YouTube, etc. We're going to get all into it right now. Yesterday, we were talking about calling and about talent and about, having gifts and skills. Gifts being the things that come naturally to you, and skills being where you have honed certain abilities to become a strength in your life. And so I encouraged people yesterday to be watching and to be like documenting and identifying what are my gifts? What are my skills? How can I use them to the betterment of something bigger than me, for the betterment of society? Most times you find when people accomplish big things that they do it because they are in service to mankind. So, what are your gifts and skills? And we're going to take it further today to say that according to the research, even though when you are working in a career or pursuing a path where you are pursuing your calling and you're working with your gifts and your skills, it doesn't always equate to being handsomely compensated. That takes more than just skill and talent. In fact, being an entrepreneur, speaker, coach, writer, that kind of thing. What I've there's an undercurrent that says you can outwork people, and you don't have to have all the talent. You just have to have the work ethic. Where I situate myself is perhaps somewhere in the middle, to say that what if you become the person who's super talented, identifies, and that's everybody in certain areas. Every single person can identify their gifts and their skills. What if you become the person who is not just satisfied with talent, but recognizes that for you to go the distance and for you to get on the winning side, talent has to match tenacity. Talent has to be coupled with perseverance for you to get further. What do you think about it? And are you that person? Many people give up. It's like, you know what? No, I'm so talented. Why am I not ahead? No, I can do this with my eyes closed. Why is this person ahead and I am not? I always say, and it's a saying that is around, if you want what somebody else has, you have to be willing to do what that person does. And that's always the question where people get caught up. You see somebody enjoying success, and sometimes maybe it is the fault of the person who is enjoying the success, that they do not show the sacrifice that it has taken to get there. But there are many people who are open, transparent, tell you what they do. And many people, then you see, okay, if I want this, I've got to be willing to wake up early, take all the courses, ask for feedback. I've got to be willing to do the practice. I've got to be willing to get the criticism and the critique, because the two things are different. A critique perhaps is more balanced, more objective, where criticism is just like why are you doing that? That's not even good. This is not good, right? And there's no kind of understanding of, okay, while you might be doing this well, this also needs to be improved. Are you guys hearing me okay? Please let me know. Yes, okay. We seem like our cameras and mics are working well. I want to get right into the topic. Oh, before I forget, it is Black Friday tomorrow. Before I forget, if you are planning to get any of my books, they are going to be on sale tomorrow on Amazon. I've got a couple of copies, like, hard copies as well. If you want to order from me, they're on my website. But especially this one that I'm very proud of, Worship at Midnight, my latest book. It was published on the 31st of October, my birthday this year, and it's doing pretty well on Amazon. If you are willing to get it, if you are wanting to get it, wait for tomorrow, okay? Wait for the sale tomorrow. It's a 1 day sale. I've deeply discounted the book to get it into as many hands as possible. Then you can go get it on Amazon, whatever your Amazon is, it's there, okay? It's in hard copy. It's hardcover, sorry. It's in paperback, and it's also on Kindle. I'm saying to people, go get the book, the paperback version. Let me show you my paperback version. And I've been using my book to do my devotions. And I'm like, it's a lovely, robust little book, and I'm super proud of it. So that will be on sale on Amazon tomorrow. Go get it tomorrow. Not today. Put it in your cart today, and then you can check out tomorrow. Okay. Make sure you get this book. And I like the paperback version. I just like flexible. And this one, you can't share the book. So if you're wanting to get a gift, you can't like read the book and then pass it on to somebody, because you want to be doing the devotional. It's actually room for every day for you to be writing. So you want to go get a copy for somebody as well and gift it to them in time for Christmas. Also, my other one, can you see it? Good Girl Gone Wife. That book is also on sale tomorrow. I should probably let me just show it to you. Hold on, let me just do the thing. Okay. I wrote this book this time last year. I published it on the 23rd of November. Can you imagine that? 23rd of November 2023. Good Girl Gone Wife. And it is the first in a series of books called Kindle a Burning. All right. This is the little logo right there. I'm super proud of, like, publishing books is becoming a delicious thing for me. Like, I want delicious looking books and sounding books and all of the things. So I hope that too will be on sale tomorrow. A Good Girl Gone Wife. And according to Toni Morrison, my absolute role model for writing, she said that if you don't see a book that you want to read, you can't find the book that you want to read, write it. So this book was one of the books that I wrote that I wanted to read about. I wanted to read about books about marriage that put it in a very practical light, that addressed things like, sexuality, love making, that kind of thing. And also from like a Christocentric point of view, because I am a Christian and my faith is super important to me. But oh my God made us, he made our bodies, he made this thing called marriage. Why is everybody being so mawkish about it? And I wanted to write books where the wives won, where they went through struggles, whatever. This one, she's dealing with the infidelity of her husband, and she gets her back at the side chick. Side chick doesn't see her coming. So if you want to get that book tomorrow as well, it's fiction, and this one is like, for those of us who are spiritually inclined, want to get closer to God, get these books tomorrow. Okay, let's get into our topic, because like this is the fruit of not just talent, which I think severely needs to be honed, and I'm in that process as well. But at least I've begun. At least I've said, I'm not going to wait until I'm perfect as a writer. I'm going to start that process. I'm going to get out there. And that takes perseverance, which is our topic today. Thinking about talent and perseverance, I'm thinking of, I know so many people who are way better writers and speakers in particular than I am. And they're just sitting on it. In other words, if the world wants me, they should come get me. Baby girl, it doesn't happen that way. Okay? My brother, it don't happen that way. Talent has to be coupled with perseverance. I think I titled this session Talent plus Tenacity, or ChatGPT did. You guys, ChatGPT said talent plus tenacity. That would make a great title. I was like, yes, let's do it. Okay. Talent and tenacity have to go together for you to be able to do a couple things. And I went over those things yesterday. We're getting deeper into what perseverance also looks like, because I believe perseverance is more than just one attitude. Hear me this morning. It's a couple of things together that I want to talk about this morning, right? You must have talent and tenacity so that you're going to stand out in your field. Two, you can be super creative in your field because you're going to persevere in that field. Like for me, it is speaking in particular. To stay in the industry of speaking, to train speakers, to be a speaker, to see what the speaking industry needs. What do business people need? I'm about to launch another LinkedIn audio event called Pitch Perfect. It's going to be next week because from going to all of these networking events and staying in my lane where I am talented, I now see what is needed is that business people need to be able to speak about their businesses with clarity and confidence. And so I am launching Pitch Perfect. I'm right here. This one is local. This is going to be like just beginning in Edmonton in person. I'm going to do the LinkedIn Live event and then from there take it into my local community, because I've been going to a lot of networking events and I've been pained and saddened to see that people who have great businesses and can provide a lot of value are nevertheless very, very tentative about speaking about their business. They don't want to say it, they're apologetic, they don't say it with the conviction that says, hey, I can help you. Much like the same way that I feel. I was saying in my podcast, which came out, by the way, you guys, my podcast is out, so you can go get it on Apple or on YouTube, on the Basement Chronicles website, Basement Chronicles YouTube channel. It's also on Spotify. So please, the latest episode is very short, episode 34, where I encourage you to kind of look at your life over the last year and to kind of rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 in certain key areas that I pointed out. Okay, very chill episode, get you thought provoking and get you thinking, etc. So I hope you go get it. And I was saying in the podcast that a lot of people just simply don't want to go the distance and are afraid to do that. I think I kind of got lost there a little bit, but bear with me, right? A lot of people, they have the talent, especially where speaking is concerned. And I feel that way about coaching. Like to be able to shout from the rooftops, hey, there's help available. And it's not even about, okay, yes, I want to get the clients, but more importantly, the value of coaching and the value of being able to get your mind clear and to know where you're going, to leave a coaching session with what I call an empty bag of seeds. You know why it's empty? Because in the coaching sessions, you plant seeds in your head, in your life, and those seeds you begin to water with action and with more thought and with processing after the session is concerned. That is huge. I had a client yesterday. I'm going to interview at some point, but such huge gains that this person, she's a pilot, as in she's that driven person. So if she's on the disc assessment, she's the D, she's the person who drives things, right? And so these sessions are usually like, oh my gosh, we're in an arena with the ideas and the thoughts and the will for her to get the results that she wants. Her bag of seeds is empty every single time in coaching. She leaves empty because she's planted her own seeds in a soil that is fertile, and she goes out and she does things. So she moved from like, yes, she had a business, but now she's confident enough and open enough to receive clients and confident in what she can offer. She's about to have her first webinar, and I'm here for it. I mean, this is what it's about. So many people, going back to coaching and speaking as being where I plant myself, so many people are in a field and have things to say and contribute and just don't, because they don't feel confident enough. And for me, I'm like, pitch perfect means, hey, you and I'm going to help you to be able to offer value to people and tell them what the value is. We don't want to do that. We want to sit back and speak to all the naysayers instead of speaking to the thirsty person, the person who needs what you have to say. In a sense, you've got to shut the door in your head on all the people who might not be supporting you. Shut that door, say, I'm sorry, you're out of the room when I speak. I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking to that person who absolutely needs to hear what I have to say. It will change their life. It will change their life. What I have to say will change that person's life. What I have to say will give them ideas that will, set them straight in certain areas for the rest of their life. They need this. So please sit on the side. This is not for you. I'm speaking to that person. If you have that mindset, and that's what I teach, if you come to coaching, to your business, to speaking, whatever, with that mindset, you are going to make it. But that comes with persevering. How did I come to that conclusion? It was through persevering in the field. I'm here. This is where I'm good. Speaking, writing, coaching, stay here. See what there is to see what there is to say, see what the needs are in that area. When I think of perseverance and I break it down to really get into the topic for today, when I really think about what perseverance means, it's a couple things. Can I tell you what they are? I want to begin with a sense of wonder and a sense of, you know what? When I look across and I see other great speakers, and I'm not being arrogant, I'm just simply expressing a certainty and confidence in myself. Hey, Allison, I see you. How are you? When I look across at them, they're in bigger places, doing bigger things. There should not be envy. There should be that quiet acceptance that, hey, I'm sure that I can do what they do. I'm sure that I'll get there one day. Let me settle in for the long haul. Let me just sit into it. Let me just look across and be like, what are they doing? And methodically follow that person's path to success as closely as I can. Buy their books, take their courses, watch their YouTube videos, because there's a quiet acceptance and yearning and that's part of the perseverance, I think. I'm going to get there one day. So, you know what there also is in this whole attitude of perseverance, my dear listeners? You on YouTube? All right, YouTube in the house. Yes, go. Are you going over to YouTube, Allison? I have somebody on Instagram. Also on Instagram, you can go follow me there at Lisa M. Dublin. You know what else goes into perseverance? And I cannot see us having perseverance if we don't also have this attitude. Are you ready for it? It's hope. It's, I'm going to get there. I just need to keep on working. I just need to keep on going. I just need to measure and evaluate and then come back again. I just need to have a plan. But by all means, I'm not there yet. I'm going to swim through. I'm not going to stop. So when you see people who are doing better than you are in the field that you have found yourself and that you love and that you know you can make a difference in, smile. This is an example, you guys, of what you can achieve as well. And those people, they might be so far ahead that they've forgotten their roots and how they started. So it doesn't seem as if you have like a blueprint to work with. But if you dig deep enough and you follow somebody closely enough, not only do you see them at the top, at the tip of the iceberg, but then because of social media and everything being documented and being around, you might be able to dig up from when they first started. And then you get the comfort that, hey, if they started there and they came to that end, I too can do it. So perseverance is settling in for the long haul. Perseverance is looking across at people. And I taught a client to do that once. It was so powerful. You know, she came in looking and we were dealing with confidence. And she was the kind of person who was like, I can't see myself going to this or going to that conference, doing that. Who am I? And, you know, we had a very powerful session where it was, what if you looked across at them and not up at them? I think I myself coach myself in that session, you guys. Like, do coaches feel that way? You come upon some enlightened, some thought, some revelation within the coaching, and it's almost like it bounces back on you and in your own life. But it's something that's co-created, that you and the client create in the moment, that benefits not just the client but you. Oh my goodness. For me, it was that. So I was like, I'm looking across at speakers, across at coaches, not in arrogance, but in the hope and the understanding that if they could do it, I can do it too. And so it gives me comfort to settle in for the long haul. And because I'm not like flustered, then perseverance is find a strategy. Sometimes I find a lot of life is treading water, treading, taking it one step at a time, putting one foot in front of the other, treading, taking your time, knowing that every step is, well, maybe it's not treading water so much as, because when you're treading waters, like sometimes you are just simply walking in place. But what I think I mean to say with this treading water concept is definitely that every step takes you closer to your goal. That is perseverance. I don't have to do all the things today. I coached somebody yesterday. I have these 30-minute coaching sessions now. I'm so excited about. I've decided to offer them to my email list going forward, a 30-minute coaching session just for people to experience coaching. And what it helps me to do is to kind of hone my own skills as a coach, to be very laser focused in 30 minutes to get to one result. Right? It's amazing. And this week I coached somebody on just having this pile of invoices that had to be dealt with in, like, they've been there for months. And in the 30 minutes, we came up with a reason to do them and a strategy to get them done within the next week. And that entire process of just being laser focused and doing the thing and having a strategy in place, that is another way that I look at perseverance as, you know what? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is how I do it. This is measuring, this is having the strategy, seeing if it works and coming back, but understanding I am not going to do it all in one go. I'm not going to get from 0 to 100 in one effort. I'm not going to get from 0 to 100 by just doing 1 week of advertising my services. I'm not going to get from not having a skill to being great at it by having 10 hours or even 1 month of practice. Settle into life for the long haul. And where all of this goes back to, and is coming out a little bit out of perseverance and going back into what are you called to do, identify that first. I heard somebody tell me how to pronounce this guy's name. I swear he never says his name. It's Alex, and his last name is Hormozi. Somebody please help me pronounce this guy's last name. Thank you very much. I don't know how. I don't know how. Right? And so the thing is, he said that what did he say yesterday? I was listening to something that he was talking about yesterday, and he was talking about productivity. Oh, right. And he was definitely just reiterating the fact that settle in and take your time with things, because things take a lot longer for us to accomplish than we think. And I've heard this reiterated by so many gurus that you think, if you think something will take you 2 years, it most likely will take you 5. So it makes sense to kind of figure out your place. Like, this is what I want to do. This is where I'm good. Okay, within this sphere of speaking and writing and coaching, at least for me, where do I place myself? What am I going to do? These are my parameters. I'm not going to run out and be a NASA astronaut tomorrow. I have no interest in that. I'm not going to go out and be working in an office again. That's not going to happen. So therefore, this is my playground. Where am I setting up my castles? Where am I setting up my establishments? My where am I situating myself? And that's when perseverance kicks in. After you've identified talent, then these tenets of perseverance, the quiet contemplation, the understanding that if I do what others in the field do, I'm going to get what they have. That too is important. Then there's the hope factor. Hope comes in even when it gets tough and things are not working out the way you should. You don't just shut it down, burn it down. You're like, okay, this did not work. How then can I make it better? In the context of business, they say do not be jumping around from offer to offer. No, learn how to sell what you have better. Why didn't it work? If you are convinced that what you have to offer and you've got proof of it, people they wanted it in the past and something's not working, you don't just ditch the offer. No, you look at what the problem is and you learn how to sell it better. A lot of us, I'm like, from now until I want to be selling Speak with Confidence. And when I look at the longevity of the program, I realized this program since 20, was it 2020 I offered it the first time? I think it was 2020. I offered the first cohort of Speak with Confidence. And it grew, my confidence grew, I developed it. My confidence grew some more. I got more testimonials. More people came into the program. We developed. Then I added on the speaking school. By the way, another reason that you want to be in the speaking school, and all of this is on my website. Like go to lisamdublin.com and all my tabs are there. The speaking tab where you get Speak with Confidence, and you can book me to speak. There's the tab for writing and the books. There's a shop. There's also the coaching part and so on. So just go to my website and all of this information that I'm speaking about, the podcast is also there. So it's a one-stop shop for everything that I do. You find it on my website. But when I think of Speak with Confidence, I see how talent and perseverance come together because the program works. I've got proof of concept now. When I speak about it, and then because I'm staying in it, I can see the problems. Who's coming through the program? Who are the people who are, like succeeding the most in the program? Because it's within the speaking field where I find myself, I can see the needs. What about you? What about where you are? Instead of just jumping ship from one category of thing to another, figure out where you can make a bigger difference or a different difference. If one part of the talent might not be working, stay there. That's where you're good. You just need to find a problem to solve that people are going to want you to solve. Let's put it that way. You need to couch it in a certain way. So now, Speak with Confidence, 2 years ago, or was it a year ago? No, with the last cohort, we were about to enter our 9th cohort in April of 2025, God willing. And I am super proud, super blessed, super humbled to have a thing that let me say this right. I am super humbled to have a service and to have a talent that people want. And you know what? Every single person has a talent that people want and that people will pay you for. Every single person listening to me here. Did you hear me? No, I'm serious about. There is nobody who's not talented. You just have to figure out who is in pain and you are the answer to that person. That's what you have to figure out. Once you do that, then you go to work to persevere, to hone the talent, to make it better, make it sexy, make it available. And then you have a product and you have a business. That's how it works. So cohort number 9 is coming up. And we started doing the speaking school as an offshoot because I realized after you come from Speak with Confidence 5 or 6 weeks, some of my students will continue. They do get better, but some people just fall back into not using their speaking abilities. And the one thing that I know to teach is confidence in every single aspect, speaking, coaching, whatever. You know what I realized confidence is? Confidence, my people, is a muscle. You've got to work it, or you're going to lose the muscle. You're going to lose the ability to use it. And so the speaking school is meant for everybody, every graduate of the program. We meet once a month, and I continue to give continuous training on speaking. So in December 8th, I think, I'm going to be teaching on how to give a toast. So they're going to come with their glass of bubbly, okay? And we're going to practice giving a toast, because a Speak with Confidence graduate should be able, on, impromptu or whatever, to be able to stand up and to give a toast. And these are the added advantages of passing through the Speak with Confidence program. So there's a wait list right now. You can find it on the Speak with Confidence page. And these are some of the advantages. But that came from the perseverance of staying in the field, of recognizing where the talent is. Hey, Violet, how are you? Recognizing where the talent is, where I've got talent, and then looking around to see in what field in what area can I provide value, and persevering there. I hope this helps you today. I'm super excited. I know you got that, but don't forget, all my books go on sale tomorrow, Black Friday, on Amazon. So it's a great day to, put it in your cart today and check out tomorrow. So I've got there's Good Girl Gone Wife, that's there, and then there's Worship at Midnight, the one that my most recent release. So you can also get that, buy that at a discounted price tomorrow. Also, if you want to coach with me, I've got a special on. That's just the last thing I want to see. I'm on a mission to coach 20 people at a special price. We're coaching not over the holidays. No, no, no. January to March. January to March, we're going to coach on one goal. What is your burning goal? Do you want to be able to write the first manuscript? Or do you want to maybe lose 10 pounds? I'm not a trainer. What I'll teach you to do is to have habits in place that will promote you and help you to be able to accomplish that goal. So these are the kinds of things that I can teach you in 3 months. We come for one goal. My coaching program, How to Get Unstuck, I'm so proud of that one too, is usually 6 months long. And so it gives us a lot of time for clients to come in with whatever they need to, and we coach on that. With the 3-month program, it's laser focused on one goal to get one result with one strategy. But you know what? There's tons of accountability. And that's what most people need. If you are interested, please DM me. This special is on only until the end of November, and then it goes back to the regular price. I'm pretty good at it goes back to the regular price. That's it. But I'm on a mission to coach 20 people. It's no longer 20. We have had a few signups, but there's still room available. So I'm hoping you will be that person who says, in 2025, this is my year. I'm going to accomplish this goal. If that is you, get in touch. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow as we continue to talk about perseverance, about talent, about what it takes, I think, to also be an entrepreneur in this kind of environment. See you tomorrow, you guys. Bye. Take care.